The Book of Numbers recorded it 3,400 years ago. Garlic, leeks, and onions, named precisely, not poetically. Modern neuroscience is only now mapping why those specific plants protect the retina and the hippocampus. The Israelites in the wilderness didn't describe their food cravings as vague comfort. They named specific vegetables by species: shum for garlic, kratza for leeks, bitzalim for onions, avitiash for melons, kishuim for cucumbers. Numbers 11:5, one of the oldest recorded food lists in human history. These were not coincidental cravings. The same vegetables now studied by the National Eye Institute and Harvard Medical School for their lutein, nitrate, and sulfur compounds were cataloged in a desert survival text 3 millennia before ophthalmology existed. Modern medicine arrived late. The ancient record was already precise. Number 15 is a root vegetable the ancient Egyptians cultivated along the Nile. And a 2010 Wake Forest University study found that drinking its juice increased blood flow directly to the frontal lobes, the brain region first destroyed by dementia. Number 7 contains a folate compound that Harvard researchers now link to delayed cognitive aging, yet it appears in biblical food records as a staple green consumed across the ancient Middle East. And number 1, a leafy green eaten by ancient Romans and cultivated for 2,000 years before it disappeared from most modern tables, contains the only 2 carotenoids that accumulate directly in the human retina. The NIH's landmark AREDS2 trial, enrolling over 4,000 patients, studied those exact compounds for their ability to reduce advanced macular degeneration risk. Here are 20 forgotten vegetables ranked from remarkable to absolutely miraculous. Number 20, cucumber. The desert craving that was never just thirst. The Israelites in the Sinai didn't just miss Egypt. They mourned this specific vegetable by name in Scripture, a plant cultivated across ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia long before any modern market stocked it. Cucumber contains flavonoids including quercetin, kaempferol, and apigenin, compounds studied in NIH-linked research for antioxidant neuroprotective properties. Its hydrating silica-rich structure supports the blood viscosity that circulation to the eye and brain depends on. Eat it raw, sliced fresh, infused into water, or pressed as juice. The processed snack world replaced it. But if a cucumber was worth mourning in Scripture, what were the ancients using it for that went entirely unrecorded? Number 19, leek, the forgotten allium in the Book of Numbers. Named specifically in Numbers 11:5 alongside garlic and onions, cultivated by the Egyptians for over 4,000 years and featured in ancient Mesopotamian food records, the leek is the allium the modern world forgot entirely. It contains kaempferol, a flavonoid with studied antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, alongside allicin precursor compounds shared with garlic. Folate in leeks supports the neurotransmitter synthesis that memory depends on. Braise them, sauté lightly to preserve kaempferol, or add them raw to salads. 3 vegetables in 1 scripture verse: garlic, leeks, onions. That is not coincidence. That is a pharmacopoeia. Number 18, onion, the oldest medicine in the ground. Numbers 11:5 again. The ancient Egyptians went further than Scripture. They placed onions in the eye sockets and wrappings of their mummies. Their medical papyri referenced onion compounds directly. Onion contains quercetin, one of the most studied flavonoids for vascular protection in both the retina and the brain, alongside sulfur compounds studied for anti-inflammatory action. Eat them raw in salads to preserve quercetin or cook lightly in decoctions. Modern culture reduced the onion to a flavoring agent. The ancient world buried it with kings. If the Egyptians valued onions enough to place them in the eyes of their dead, what did they know that nutritional science is only now beginning to confirm? The ancient record didn't guess. It named. Every plant on this list that appeared in Scripture, Egyptian papyri, or Mesopotamian clay tablets has now been confirmed by modern research to contain at least 1 compound that protects either the retina or the brain. Modern culture called them vegetables, The ancients called them medicine. Number 17, sweet potato. The orange lantern for the retina. Cultivated in pre-Columbian South America for thousands of years and traded across ancient Pacific civilizations, the sweet potato was revered in traditional Polynesian healing food culture. A single medium sweet potato provides over 400% of your daily vitamin A as beta-carotene. Your retina cannot manufacture rhodopsin, the pigment enabling night vision, without it. Deficiency produces night blindness and, in severe cases, xerophthalmia. The sweet potato also contains vitamin E, linked in NIH research to cognitive performance and mitochondrial neurological function in aging. Roast it, steam it, and pair it with healthy fat to increase beta-carotene absorption. The white potato beside it on the supermarket shelf provides none of the same carotenoid value. Number 16, Brussels sprouts, the miniature brain shield. Most people push to the side of their plate. Cultivated in ancient Rome and referenced in medieval European agricultural records as a staple winter green, Brussels sprouts contain lutein and zeaxanthin, the same macular pigment carotenoids central to the NIH's AREDS2 trial, alongside camphorol, associated with anti-neuroinflammatory cellular defense, voted the most hated vegetable in modern polls, also carrying some of the highest lutein concentrations of any brassica. Lightly steam or roast them. Boiling destroys the lutein. You have been pushing away eye medicine since childhood. Number 15, beetroot. The brain pump the ancients grew along the Nile. Cultivated in ancient Egypt, consumed across the ancient Mediterranean, its leaves eaten in classical antiquity for medicinal purposes, the beet was never just a root. Rich in inorganic nitrate at more than 250 milligrams per 100 grams of fresh weight, your body converts that nitrate to nitric oxide, dilating blood vessels and delivering oxygen to tissues starved of it. A 2010 Wake Forest University study published in the journal Nitric Oxide found that a high nitrate beet diet increased blood flow to the frontal lobes in adults over 70. A 2017 Wake Forest study in the Journal of Gerontology found that beetroot juice combined with exercise produced brain activity in older adults resembling younger brains. A 2025 PMC review confirmed that nitrate-rich beetroot improves cerebral blood flow and is associated with reduced cognitive decline. Harvard Health reported in 2018 that vegetable nitrate intake of 100 to 142 milligrams per day was linked to a 35% lower risk of early age-related macular degeneration. Drink raw juice for maximum nitrate delivery. Roast it whole. Blend it cold-pressed with celery and spinach. One study showed that beet juice made the brain of a 70-year-old function like a younger adult's. That is not poetry. That is MRI imaging. Comment below. Which of these vegetables do you already eat? Which had you completely forgotten? Keep watching, because the most unexpected entry on this list is coming at number 8. Number 14, turnip greens. The poor man's green that outperforms the expensive supplement. Cultivated across ancient Mesopotamia and the Mediterranean and referenced in Roman agricultural writing as a medicinal food for soldiers and laborers, turnip greens have nearly vanished from modern grocery lists. They contain lutein and zeaxanthin, confirmed by both the American Optometric Association and American Academy of Ophthalmology as significant macular protection sources, along with folate for brain circulation and vitamin K linked by Harvard Health to slower cognitive decline. Sauté them lightly in olive oil to enhance every fat-soluble carotenoid they carry. The Romans fed this to soldiers. What did those soldiers see more clearly than their enemies? Number 13, cauliflower. The white brain in the garden. Cultivated in the ancient Near East and referenced in 12th century Syrian agricultural texts, cauliflower carries choline, the precursor to acetylcholine, the primary neurotransmitter your brain fires when forming a memory. Dr. Rudolph Tanzi of Mass General Brigham names it directly as a brain health vegetable. Its glucosinolates, broken down into isothiocyanates, provide brain cell oxidative protection. Eat it steamed or raw. Most people get their dietary choline from eggs. Cauliflower is one of the very few plant sources choline builds the neurotransmitter memory depends on, and almost nobody is eating it. Number 12. Arugula. The Roman brain tonic, hidden in salad bowls. Consumed extensively in ancient Rome, referenced in Pliny the Elder's Naturalis Historia for stimulating and restorative properties, and cultivated in ancient Egypt and the Middle East. Arugula was not a garnish. It was a medicine. Its nitrate content rivals beet greens, following the same nitric oxide pathway that drives the Wake Forest cerebrovascular findings. It contains glucosinolates that produce erusin, a neuroprotective isothiocyanate, alongside lutein and vitamin K. Mass General Brigham names it as a brain-protective green. Eat it raw. Nitrate and glucosinolate content peak before heat arrives. The Romans who built the Colosseum ate arugula at every meal. Their sharpness became legendary. That is not coincidence. Number 11. Bell pepper. The capsicum that guards both your retina and your recall. Central in Aztec healing food culture and used in Mesoamerican traditional medicine for thousands of years, 1 cup of raw red bell pepper provides 157% of the recommended daily vitamin C intake. Your eye needs vitamin C to produce the structural collagen that holds its shape. The American Academy of Ophthalmology and the American Optometric Association both name bell peppers directly for vision support. The same pepper carries lutein, zeaxanthin, beta-carotene, and lycopene, compounds protecting the macula, the rod cells, and the retinal pigment layer simultaneously. Eat it raw. 1 raw red pepper, 157% of your daily vitamin C. What happens to the collagen structure of your eye when you stop eating it? Here is what modern nutritional science has quietly confirmed. The daily vegetable nitrate intake that Harvard's 2018 research associated with a 35% reduced risk of early macular degeneration, 100 to 142 milligrams, is achievable in a single serving of spinach or beet greens. The ancient world ate these plants at every meal. The modern world put them in a corner of the plate. That gap in habit may be the gap in eyesight. Number 10. Celery. The forgotten stalk, with the anti-inflammatory compound neuroscientists are studying. Used in ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome as both food and medicine, referenced in Hippocratic medical texts, and honored by the ancient Greeks who crowned athletes with celery wreaths, not for its taste, but for what they believed it did to the mind. Celery contains luteolin, a flavonoid that research associates with inhibiting neuroinflammatory activity in brain microglia during aging and with lowering rates of age-related memory loss. It also carries high dietary nitrate comparable to beets and spinach, placing it among the top nitrate-rich vegetables. Harvard Health links to reduced AMD risk. Eat it raw. Add it to salads with olive oil. The Greeks crowned Olympic winners with celery, not for decoration, for what they believed it protected. Number 9. Bok choy, the East Asian pharmacy leaf that Western tables forgot. Cultivated in China for over 5,000 years and referenced in ancient Chinese herbal texts as a vision-supporting vegetable, bok choy carries vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, beta-carotene, and folate in a low-calorie, high-density package. Dr. Tansey at Mass General Brigham names bok choy explicitly as a brain-protective green. Beta-carotene converts to vitamin A for retinal rhodopsin function. Folate supports brain circulation and memory. Lightly steam or stir-fry it to preserve beta-carotene. 5,000 years of cultivation, a nutrient profile that rivals kale. How did this one disappear from your plate? Number 8. Swiss chard, the Mediterranean giant that bridges the eye and the brain. Cultivated in ancient Mediterranean cultures, referenced in ancient Greek and Roman agricultural records, and related to beetroot within the same Beta vulgaris species, Swiss chard shares the beet's phytonutrient heritage and expands it. It contains lutein, zeaxanthin, vitamin K, alpha-lipoic acid, and dietary nitrate. That alpha-lipoic acid is studied in NIH-linked research for improving memory deficits in Alzheimer's models and reducing cognitive decay in a small group of Alzheimer's patients. Combined with lutein and zeaxanthin, protecting the retinal macula, nitrate supporting AMD protective blood flow, and vitamin K preserving neurological function. Swiss chard delivers what researchers would call 3 separate dietary interventions from one plant. Sauté it with olive oil, eat it raw, braise it as a decoction base. 4 studied compounds for brain and eye health. One plant. How did it become the side dish nobody orders? If you are noticing a pattern here, you are right. These vegetables were known long before modern health culture rediscovered them. Every civilization that built lasting intellectual and physical achievements, Egyptian, Greek, Roman, ancient Chinese, grew and consumed the same class of nitrate-rich, carotenoid-dense, folate-bearing plants. They didn't have ophthalmology journals, they had observation. And they observed that these plants kept people seeing clearly and thinking sharply for longer. Number 7. Collard greens. The ancient green that delayed cognitive aging by 11 years in a study. Cultivated across the ancient Middle East and Mediterranean as part of the Brassica family's continuous medicinal food tradition, collard greens carry lutein, zeaxanthin, folate, vitamin K, and beta-carotene. A study found that adults eating leafy greens daily experienced cognitive aging delayed by 11 years, compared to those who ate none, even accounting for age, education, and family history. Harvard Health names collards explicitly among greens linked to slower cognitive decline. The American Academy of Ophthalmology names them as a direct lutein and zeaxanthin source for macular protection. Braise them with oil so the fat-soluble lutein absorbs. Eat them raw as wraps. 11 years, not months, years. Number 6. Broccoli. The cruciferous compound factory for the retina and the hippocampus. Roman agricultural records document broccoli cultivation as early as the 6th century BCE. It contains sulforaphane, lutein, zeaxanthin, vitamin K, choline, alpha-lipoic acid, and glucosinolates. Harvard Health names it among the top vegetables for brain protective nutrients. Dr. Tanzi names it directly. NIH-linked research has studied its alpha-lipoic acid for cognitive protection. The American Academy of Ophthalmology names it for lutein and zeaxanthin retinal support. Steam it lightly. Boiling destroys both sulforaphane and lutein. 4 separate compounds studied for brain and eye protection, all in one vegetable, still on the side of the plate. We are approaching the top 5, and the most powerful entry on this list carries a credential going back 3,400 years and has been studied by the NIH in a trial involving more than 4,000 patients. Comment if you already eat this vegetable every day. You may not know what it is doing for your eyes. Number 5. Garlic. The healer named in Scripture and confirmed in science, named directly in Numbers 11:5. Referenced in the Ebers Papyrus, dated to approximately 1550 BCE, one of the oldest medical documents in existence, in 22 separate formulas. Prescribed by Hippocrates around 400 BCE, used continuously across the ancient Middle East, Greece, Rome, and China, without interruption. Garlic contains allicin, the active sulfur compound formed the moment you crush or chop the clove. It contains quercetin and organosulfur compounds studied for antioxidant and circulatory effects. Research has studied garlic for reducing blood triglyceride levels, critical to the vascular health feeding the retina. Crush it raw for maximum allicin activation. Infuse it in olive oil. It has never left kitchens, but it has completely left medicine cabinets. 22 formulas in the oldest medical text ever discovered, all using garlic. The modern world turned it into a seasoning. Number 4. Beet greens. The part of the vegetable everyone throws away. In ancient Rome and Greece, the greens were prized above the root. The part now discarded by nearly every modern buyer carries some of the highest dietary nitrate concentrations of any vegetable, alongside lutein, zeaxanthin, vitamin K, and beta-carotene. That combination makes beet greens simultaneously a nitrate source for AMD protective blood flow, a macular pigment source for retinal blue light filtration, and a vitamin K source for cognitive preservation, all verified by the same Harvard, NIH, and Wake Forest research already cited on this list. Eat them raw in salads, sauté with olive oil and garlic, blend cold-pressed with celery and beetroot. You have been throwing away the most nutrient-dense part of the beet since you were old enough to shop. So was everyone else. Number 3. Spinach. The iron of the ancients, the lutein of the scientists. Originating in ancient Persia, recorded in 7th century CE Arabic agricultural texts, brought to China in the Tang dynasty, spread through medieval Arab trade networks. Spinach traveled across the ancient world because people who grew it would not let it go. It contains lutein, zeaxanthin, folate, vitamin K, alpha-lipoic acid, iron, and beta-carotene. Harvard Health names it the flagship brain-healthy leafy green. The American Academy of Ophthalmology and the American Optometric Association name it as a primary lutein and zeaxanthin source for macular protection. A systematic PMC review confirmed that consistent vegetable consumption improved memory and attention within 10 to 12 weeks. NIH-linked research has studied its alpha-lipoic acid for memory protection in Alzheimer's models. Eat it raw to preserve lutein and zeaxanthin at their peak. Sauté it lightly with olive oil. Blend it into a raw juice infusion. Cartoon culture made spinach about muscles. The real story is what it does to the retina and the hippocampus. The retina is lined with a pigment made almost entirely of 2 compounds. Spinach has both. The body cannot manufacture either one. Number 2. Carrot. The plant. Every child is told about, but not why. Cultivated in ancient Persia and Afghanistan with purple and yellow varieties grown across the ancient world long before the orange Dutch bread variant became dominant. The carrot's history is older and stranger than the supermarket version suggests. Rich in beta-carotene, the precursor your body converts to vitamin A for rhodopsin synthesis in retinal rod cells, one medium carrot provides over 200% of your daily vitamin A needs. Without vitamin A, night vision fails and xerophthalmia follows. The carrot also contains luteolin, a flavonoid distinct from beta-carotene that research associates with inhibiting neuroinflammatory microglia activity during aging and supporting cognitive clarity. Eat it raw to preserve luteolin. Cook it lightly with fat to increase beta-carotene bioavailability. Every parent tells children to eat carrots for their eyes. Almost nobody mentions that carrots also carry a compound neuroscientists are studying for brain inflammation. The full story was always there. And then there was number 1, kale, the ancient green that never left, until it did, and what its return reveals. Cultivated by ancient Greeks and Romans, one of the oldest members of the Brassica family, developed from wild cabbage consumed across the ancient Mediterranean for over 2,000 years. Kale was daily medicine for civilizations that built lasting institutions. Then, industrialized agriculture replaced it. It disappeared from Western tables for decades. And when it returned, modern science confirmed exactly what the ancient world already knew. Kale is the highest dietary source of lutein and zeaxanthin among commonly consumed vegetables, the only 2 carotenoids that accumulate directly in the human retina at the macula. The NIH's AREDS2 trial, enrolling 4,203 participants, found that among those with the lowest dietary intake of lutein and zeaxanthin, targeted intake produced a 26% reduced risk of developing advanced macular degeneration. A PMC review confirmed these compounds filtered damaging blue light wavelengths between 400 and 500 nanometers, protecting the photoreceptor layer from photooxidative degeneration. Harvard Health names kale as the premier leafy green for brain-protective vitamin K, lutein, folate, and beta-carotene. Daily leafy green consumption has been linked to an 11-year delay in cognitive aging. A systematic PMC review confirmed consistent vegetable consumption improved memory and attention within 10 to 12 weeks. Alpha-lipoic acid in kale has been studied for memory protection in Alzheimer's models. Its vitamin C resists cataract development. Eat it raw for maximum lutein and glucosinolate content. Massage it raw to break down cellulose and improve absorption. Sauté it with olive oil. Fat carries every fat-soluble compound deeper into your biology. Blend it into a daily green juice infusion. This is the vegetable that disappeared and returned with evidence. Numbers 11.5 recorded a list of vegetables in the desert, a list now confirmed by the NIH, Harvard Medical School, and Mayo Clinic to contain compounds that protect human retinal cells and delay cognitive aging. Not one of the 20 plants on this list required a pharmaceutical laboratory, a patent, or a prescription. They grew in soil, they were eaten at tables, and they were forgotten, replaced by ultra-processed convenience foods containing none of the compounds your eyes and your brain require. The question is not whether these vegetables work. The clinical trials, the Harvard studies, the NIH research. The answer is already forming. The question is whether you return to the table these plants already set. If this list made you look differently at a plate of greens, then share it. Someone you love may be losing their vision or their memory right now. Not from a disease they couldn't prevent, but from a vegetable they stopped eating. Subscribe for the next list. Because the ancient world left us more than scripture. It left us a pharmacy, and we turned it into a side dish.